What's going on, guys? This your boy Scotty for another video for my YouTube channel. As you can see, I got a whole new setup going on, and I'm actually really proud of myself for making it. Hopefully I can do other little things here and there to kind of like, you know, decorate my space, give it a little bleh, some spice actually. That'll do for now. That'll do for now. But I'm here for another YouTube video I received a long time ago. Sir, you are interrupting my... My cat likes paper. Watch this. Luna. Crazy. So I've been getting a lot of ideas lately about what I want to do when it comes to the content that I want to create for my YouTube. When ideas come to your head, I feel like it is your solemn duty as a creative, as a person, to sometimes make these ideas come to fruition. I received the idea a long time ago to start my YouTube channel, but I didn't exactly know what I was going to be doing with my YouTube channel. So I made little videos here and there to kind of like, you know, just get my feet wet, you know? But in the midst of getting my feet wet, I still didn't know exactly what I wanted to do for my YouTube channel. And then the other day, because of quarantine and coronavirus, I've had all this time to just kind of like think of just things I want to be able to create. And normally when I'm on YouTube, I love watching like video games. So that's the first thing that I went to. I started looking up different video games that I wanted to be able to watch for the day, but I couldn't find any videos that I wanted to watch. And it's not normal for me to look up, you know, photography related videos on YouTube because I just felt like that wasn't my, like, you know, my thing, you know. I would only go and look up photography videos if I needed, like, you know, a quick tutorial on, like, you know, how to edit something really quickly on Photoshop, or, you know, just something along those lines, you know. I happened to find a whole bunch of different videos that kind of just led me to what I wanted to be able to create for YouTube. I think this is what I want to create. I see myself as a very resourceful photographer. A lot of people who have come to know and love my work really admire how creative and just how mind-blowing my work can be sometimes. But what a lot of people don't realize is I create a lot of these things with very limited resources. And so in the midst of me going on YouTube and just looking at different videos on YouTube with just different photographers that are creating stuff, a lot of these photographers are creating using still materials that a lot of people just don't have. So I create a lot of these photos and a lot of these different creations that people come to know and love when it comes to my art with very limited resources. And I feel like that's the type of material that I can provide to YouTube. And who knows, maybe by giving back to the community that has given me so much inspiration to help become the platform that I am today, maybe in turn I might start to begin to get the credit that I so badly want as an artist nowadays. So to make this video, I found 2 images on Pinterest that really inspired me. These images are created by 2 unnamed artists that I do not know, you know, too much about, but I will tag the link of their work from the Pinterest link that I found in the description below. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I recreated these photos from start to finish using the own comforts of my own room. I'm not even going to move. I'm going to do the photo shoot literally right here. If you like the direction of this video, please give it a thumbs up and also leave a comment down below that lets me know how you feel. And if you want any other further updates from my YouTube channel, please subscribe. All right, let's hop to it. So to create the look that I'm doing today, first I got to remove all the clutter from my bed, right? Can't have a boss photo if I have a whole bunch of clutter. Remove everything from the walls, remove everything from my bed, and next I need to make my tripod. So to make my tripod, I used a laundry hamper that I had in my bedroom. I also used a box from an air mattress that I got in a second storage room in my house. And then I also used a glass of water that I have on an altar that is in my bedroom. Right? And I'm doing the whole photo shoot on my iPhone. You don't have to use a DSLR camera to be a true artist. Pro tip. Now once I'm ready and I get everything pretty much set up, I just sit in front of the camera and serve looks. I try to give face, I try to give body, try to do everything I can to make sure that my photo is as close to the final product as possible. So that way when I go into the post-production process, I don't really have to do much editing to the photo at all because the photo is already as close to the final product as I want it to be. I already knew what the references looked like, so I pretty much just kind of like copied the references that I found, and I try to like, use those same type of posing to, give myself a sense of artistic direction. Although I got my YouTube lighting set up, it didn't add any extra definition to my photo. Trust me, all of it came from the window. But once I was finished, I kind of just like looked through all my pictures, and I felt confident about everything that I created. So I felt, really confident with go ahead and starting the editing process. So here we go. So to achieve my vision, I decided to use Photoshop. Whenever I open Photoshop, I always name the first layer as original. And to get started, I started using the content aware scale tool to go ahead and get rid of everything on the sides and get rid of everything on top of me. Because whenever I create photos, I'm really big on composition, and I'm really big on just the background in general. I don't want anything to be distracting. Whatever my focus that I want to be, I make sure that I clean everything up around the subject. So that way there's nothing distracting that can distract the viewer from what I really want them to be able to look at. The next step I always do, I call it B&W for blemishes and wrinkles. I always use the patch tool, the clone tool, the lasso tool, any tools of the nature like that to clean up any blemishes and wrinkles that I see on myself. I'll also create a blank layer, and I'll name that one skin corrections. I'll take the eye Doppler tool, and I'll take different skin pigments on my body to make sure that I can clean up certain skin areas that I don't want on my images. Because again, it's distracting, it's going to take away from the vision of the final image. And I'm definitely a bit of a perfectionist, so sometimes this process can actually be a little tedious, only because I'll keep seeing things that'll distract me personally, and I know how my eye is. So if my eye is keen to detail like this, then there's somebody else's eye that's keen to detail like this as well. So I'll keep cleaning up parts of my subject, my picture, until I'm fully happy with the final image. Now, once I was good to go, I had already found a photo on Google, and I found a picture of a blue morpho butterfly. Blue morphos are one of my favorite butterfly species, and I went ahead and took that photo, and I kind of just played around with it on Photoshop until I was able to come up with a look that I was satisfied with. Again, I'm trying to mimic exactly what I saw in the images on Pinterest. So what I did was, once I put the photo around my face, I used the wrap tool to make sure that it completely covered up my face, so that it kind of like, I guess, kind of morphs into my face a little bit. Blue morpho morph. All right, that was corny. Let me chill out. And to be honest with you, after that, I was pretty much happy with the photo. It was just a matter of playing around with different settings in Photoshop until I was able to try to make it look as real as possible. I wanted the butterfly to look like it could have possibly maybe really been on my face. Also kind of wanted to try to like blend it into like, my face and everything, so that way once I finished the overall photo, I could try to make it look as close to like maybe a painting. That's usually my method when I do photos like these. I want it to look like, even though it's a photograph, I want it to look like it was a painting. And my last final steps is just playing around with other more settings. I usually do dodging and burning, and I play around with my colors, and I also try to play around with my highlights and shadows so I can really make the photo stand out once I'm completely done with it. Because once the photo stands out, I promise you it is a hit. The dodging and burning, playing with highlights and shadows, in my honest opinion, really can help bring photos to life. Like it's an amazing process to see. Like, I can't even describe. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna fast scrub through the last couple parts, because I honestly was really just playing around with settings until I was genuinely happy with what I was seeing. So here we go. Bake, 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 bake. Now, the process for the second photo was pretty much just the same. I found an image on Google that emulated the angel wings in the picture on Pinterest that I found, but I wanted to find specific looking wings. I wanted to find wings that had an interesting texture on it, so that way it would kind of look like collage art, almost as if I found a magazine picture of some wings and I like scanned it over the photo of me. I wanted to have that same type of feeling, that same type of effect. I created a mask on it and I erased the other wing because I only wanted one wing to be on my face. And after that, it was pretty much just the same steps as I did in the other edit that I did. I played around with the warp tool and I morphed the wing until I was satisfied with the way it looked. I continued to play with the settings again until I was happy with the way that the overall image looked. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and scrub through this part of the video as well. I promise you, you're not going to miss anything. I literally did the same exact steps that I did on the previous edit before.
Big, 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 big,
and for the last part of my video, I finished up all my editing on VSCO. VSCO is one of my favorite sites or apps to use to edit my photos. I have different edits and different presets that I have set for my specific liking and to my specific style and look. So I just kind of played around with different settings until I found something that I felt comfortable with that fit the look of what I was going for. And then once I was completely done with it, I just copied and pasted onto the second look that I had created, and boom, I felt finished. Oh my gosh, I was literally creating all day, but that's what I like. I gave myself a project to do and I actually had a really good time creating this YouTube video. I'm actually really excited to share it with you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it as much as I did. Please make sure to leave a like down below and leave a comment if you really enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to my video because I think I do want to create some more videos like this. If you have any other suggestions for other ideas for videos you would like for me to create, please leave the suggestions down in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Scotty signing out.
Whoa, 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 Scotty. You can't give them to him dry like that, man. You gotta get that first. Like, come on now. Bring that back. Alright, so I ain't gonna hold you up. Those photos were good, but they weren't popping to my criteria. So I'm gonna take these photos to the next level. Watch this.